that Gospel of Matthew, where he talks about those who are hypocrites, drawing attention to themselves as they pray, give alms and fast. That is one of my favourite Gospels. For we all know people who are those hypocrites, who do everything in every single Mass to draw attention to themselves within the Mass, to make sure that everyone that is around them sees them praying, hears them praying, so that they appear to be more holy. They are not more holy, for they are the hypocrites of God. Our lesson of reflection today is on inclusion versus exclusion. And I quote today the Holy One, the Dalai Lama. He wrote, "I'm Tibetan, I'm Buddhist, and I am the Dalai Lama. But if I emphasize these differences, it sets me apart and raises barriers with other people. What we need to do is pay more attention to the ways in which we are the same as other people." That is very true. So how do we each distinguish ourselves? Or do we extinguish others by excluding them with our language first, and then follow with our behaviour, calling it tradition? For decades, many have said exactly as the Holy One wrote, following on exclusion rather than inclusion in what forces us apart. The pollsters are now doing it, trying to pigeonhole us each into our own wee box, with its own unique label: white, female, educated, unmarried. That really isn't anyone's business but my own, etc. But I put a pin in the gears of this machine at every turn. When I am asked, "What race are you?" I answer, "Human." The pollster chuckles, "Ha ha ha. Yes, I'm sure, but what else?" And I tell them, "Oh, but I assure you, I am naught but human. There are no other species mixed in with my very basic humanity." They may then try, such as, "What colour are you?" Which I try, far much to glee, gobbling off, "Colour? My word, man! I, of course, am the usual colour of a human. I am not any wee greeny or pinko slimy creature." Eventually, they give up on that. When they inquire my place of birth, I note that this is quite the odd personal poll question, but reply, "My mother's womb. Where were you born?" Needless to say, there is a gasp and a silence. They rarely inquire further on that. When asked my faith by the same person who is intent upon finding division and is very stupidly continuing the poll at this point, I respond, "I have faith in the goodness of humanity, the ability of the group to work together to resolve today's problems and prevent tomorrow's hazards, such as you, from creating division or dissension with the improper use of language and imagery. I will be most pleased to speak further with anyone there who isn't so assuming of the population, to believe that there are of different races, that we come in different colours, or that there are other factors which divide us." Needless to say, there is always silence at the end of the line at that point. The one and only question you didn't ask me, I will tell them, and that you should have, is, are you an American citizen of voting age who will vote in the next election? The yea or nay of that query is the only division of interest. If you are a citizen and not voting, I'd want to know, why the hell not? And then, Do you complain about any actions of the elected officials after the election? If yes, change your actions and do something different to create a different outcome then. We are one body of many parts. Those who focus on differentiating themselves are the ones who create the conditions for dissension to grow. If they instead focused on what similarities bring us all together and unite us, the stress and tension in society would be far less. There wouldn't be this community, that community, this community, that community, this one over there, that one. No, there wouldn't be any of that crap going on. There would be one community. The American community. The community of Minneapolis. The community of Minnesota. The community of Minnesotans. The community of Americans. The community of England. The community of Scotland. The community of Ireland. The community of Germany. And then, when immigrants come in, you welcome them into your community. You don't say, you must do this, that, and the other thing to become part of our community. You say, you are here now. You are part of our community. In this Lenten journey, travel as a uniting force, spiritually. Find someone to join hands with and bring them to this one body, this union of Christ. Look not at what separates you, but look at what joins you. You are both human. You are both of one God. And you are both of Christ. You both have two eyes. You both have one nose. You both have one mouth. You both have everything that you're supposed to have 2 of, 10 of, 2 of, 1 of. It doesn't matter beyond that. And if they're missing an arm or a leg, they are far more blessed than you. For those who have other abilities, they are blessed by God.